is where I get excited about how we can have shifts. Our personal shift in each of us in this room can transform so many other people just because we make the shift. And here, so movement is happening. Change is happening. And it's happening one person at a time. Our own transformation. And I'll show you where these nerve plexus bundles are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see them there. In Western medicine, we have a symbol. Have you seen this one? Yeah. Caduceus is how I say it. And the caduceus is actually has an incredible background where this is a rod, and these are two serpents. What's missing here is the snake heads looking at each other. And this exactly resembles the 7 nerve bundles of the body and happens the 7 chakras of the body. And the serpents intertwine at 6 places, and then the wings are the 7th chakra, which is the higher consciousness chakra. This is the symbol of Western medicine. However, the AMA has a symbol, and I think I took it out of this. The AMA has a symbol that only has 1 serpent entwined. If you go to the AMA website, it has these rod and 1 serpent, which shows the disconnection we've had in Western medicine from all these pieces that we're talking about. And that's what I'm talking about tonight, to bring it all back again. Here are the 7. Now we can play all kinds of ways with these 7 energy centers, because remember, energy is just energy. We can talk about color. We can talk about music. We can talk about specific songs, like the national anthem is a song of the 1st chakra because it's about belonging. You can dance. You have certain movements, of course, to the different chakras, opening up the chakras. You can have meditations of different chakras, specifically to open up those energy centers. Because here's the thing. Dis-ease is caused by blocks of energy. And where your dis-ease is, whether it's in your lower back, whether it's in your large intestine, irritable bowel, whether it's in your liver, pancreas, small intestine, whether it's in your heart, whether it's in your thyroid, TMJ, it all has to do with dis-ease and energy block. And the more you understand about what we're talking about, the more you can be your own healer. Now, this doesn't mean no doctors. Please don't hear that. We're integrating, remember? And all I'm talking about tonight is the piece that often gets missed. So with all the great Western medical stuff, you can put them together. And then you can figure out what your next step is in your healing equation. So there you have the 7, Carolyn Mace, M-Y-S-S. She has a really good website, carolynmace.com. That's a really good one to check out if you want to know more about the chakras, because I can't explain the chakras tonight, but she's very, very good. So we're going to talk about 7 keys using the Wizard of Oz to unlock your natural healing wisdom. And this is where the movie comes to life, and how we can use messages. And I live in a fairly metaphysical realm. Anybody else live in a metaphysical realm? And this metaphysical means outside of just the physical, outside of black and white. Black and white is, oh yeah, I see this carpet, I see this path, I see this door, and I live my life totally in the physical realm. That gets really boring. The metaphysical is, yeah, I see this movie and I see all of these messages, and I start to attract all these things in my life, and I stop asking why. I just move towards what's working for me, and I move away what's not. You start to dance with life much more, which I know you like to dance. So, I took the word renewal, and each of the letters represent one of the keys. So that, again, something that is not so concrete, it helps to have a languaging around it. So, beginning this transformation, we have key 1. And remember this part of the movie where she goes through a tornado. The black and white. And don't you see it with people? People will stay in the black and white world until something happens. Maybe it's a divorce. Maybe it's an illness. Maybe it's moving to another country, like I did. Whatever it is, your life gets turned upside down. And then you land in a place that clearly is not like it used to be. And you don't know what to do. Like Dorothy said, I'm not in Kansas anymore. I don't know where the heck I am, but I know I ain't there. And so what do? And we've all been there, have we not? Mm-hmm. Yes. And so the first step is release limiting beliefs. If you want to get out of your black and white world, if you want to really balance your energy centers, you need to identify what I call the upper limits of beliefs of what you think is possible. And we all have them. You know, we were raised that way. Often, most of us were raised being told, you're not good enough, or you can't do that, or you're just a girl, or whatever it is. And we take them in as true for us. And if we stick with that, we're going to get stuck in our life. And interestingly, the first chakra is the color red, and it is at the base. Remember those nerve plexus bundles? This is the first one. Lower back pain. The number one cause of lower back pain in the workplace is job dissatisfaction. It's not lifting abnormally. That would be in the physical plane. The American Journal of Health Promotion, time and time again, has done studies. Job dissatisfaction, lower back pain. And these nerve plexus bundles, otherwise maybe known as chakras, whatever you want to call them, I call them nerve plexus bundles because it's better languaging for our culture. Be careful about use of the word chakra, because people will just shut down. They'll stop listening. And that's why, in fact, at Bill Phillips' presentation in Dallas, I did not use the word chakra, and I spoke just like I do now. You've got to meet people where they're at, and do not use languaging that then shuts them out from what could potentially be so valuable information. So these nerve plexus bundles, remember, they're collectors of energy, and every level has a different vibration, just like this color white light. You know, white light is made up of colors. What are the colors in white light?
Rainbow.
The rainbow. Remember Roy G. Biv that you learned in school?
Yeah, that's right.
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. That's what's in that color. But it's all gelled together and you get white light. Well, notice with these chakras, it exactly matches the rainbow. Red is the first one because it's vibration. The lowest, densest vibration closest to the earth is the first chakra. It's that sense of belonging and security. And if we have that taken away from us through a divorce, through loss of a home, through a loss of a country, then this is where it can attack first. Not just lower back, but bone marrow, all the skeletal structure, all the supportive structures of the body. And there are certain questions, and I thought the best thing I could offer you tonight is to give you some questions. You can check the time, because I think of how to heal each area. And this first one, remember, release limiting beliefs. Our limiting beliefs come from shoulds that we were told. Remove that word from your vocabulary. Shoulds. And if you have good friends and you hear them say should, very nicely and lovingly say, can you pick another word? Because shoulding on ourselves creates a lot of stress. Should. Who said it anyway? Who said should? Whose rule is that one? So, questions for examination. What beliefs and patterns did you inherit that you are carrying on that is blocking energy right here? And which one has authority over you? I come from Australia, and it's a much more chauvinistic culture than the US, just it is. And I went to medical school, and it was in the 80s, so 35% of medical school was women then. However, if I chose to be in a profession like orthopedic surgery, or surgery, it was very male, luckily I didn't want to do that, but I certainly had to do my rotations through those, and whoa, all the interpretations that were put on women that chose that profession were very limiting. And who says? Who says? Who made up that rule? And luckily, when I came to this country, and I will tell you, I don't know if anyone's lived in any other parts of the world, but the United States is a country that you can do anything if you desire. It's all here. There is no glass ceiling here. But there was in Australia. And I managed a group of doctors, 60 doctors with the Australian Health Service that I worked at. And they were all much older than me. And I could feel it. I could feel it. And, you know, the judgment, well, who does she think she is? And it's there. But when I come here, truly, it's like I was meant to live here. Because anything is possible.